Hey, welcome on back to my little corner of the internet. It is me, your least favorite Gotham Minecraft YouTuber. I know there's so many of us. So I don't know if you want to support me, you can. If you don't, it's okay. Thank you for coming by to watch the video. If this gives you ideas, I love that. I take ideas from so many other YouTubers, so many other pieces of media, so many other things. This is my custom GCPD. It is red and black because I wanted all of my main buildings to have a theme. So EMS, emergency services, is going to be red and black unless it's something pulled from like the Arkhamverse or the animated universe or something like that. But as you can see with my Wayne Manor all the way over here, it is a specific color that matches the Wayne Tower over here, which I think is really cool. It ties it together, makes it feel cohesive, like the Waynes, or all of Gotham had the same people working on it. And I don't know, I just like that little notion. As you can see, you get a little bit of peek of this first little part of Gotham I have so far. But right here is a helicopter that it doesn't work, but I'm working on commands to make it like lift off and then land back down. But that's commands are so confusing. Honestly, I'm in a whole freaking group chat about how to do commands because of how confusing they are. This is the bat signal, which I hope it will work with these commands. It works normally if I just let the time go, but I hope it works right now because it normally works. Yeah, there you go. At night, it turns on and it goes away. And this is the map art. You can move it. It's just some little map art. It doesn't match one for one, but I really love that from Wayne Manor you can see the bat signal. And I think that's just it's my favorite part of the entire GCPD. It makes me so happy. So before we go into the GCPD, which has a lot of smaller details, I want to go through all of these little cars that I got from Instagram and Pinterest. If I could remember the original creators, I would. I'm so sorry. And if I could remember what cars they were, I would. If you know what any of these cars vaguely look like, besides this one, which is supposed to be an F1 car that I made by myself, which just looks terrible, um, please leave it in the comments. Or if you have any questions about the city, like at all, any suggestions, I'm open. I'm always open to suggestions. I have a notes page in my phone that I always add to. If I'm at school, I'll just think about it, jot it down, and figure out a way to implement it. Um, I know this one is the car from Christine, that wonderful movie by Stephen King. I'm pretty sure this one is a 68 Camaro. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's a 68 Camaro. I know this one's a truck, and I think this one is a Ferrari. Um, and I absolutely have no idea what this one is. It looks nice. I remember building it. I just don't remember what car it was. But that's the little impound lot. These are all cars confiscated from crimes or small minor thefts or something like that. But with that, I want to start with let's start with the car. No, yeah, let's start with the first layer. Well, the first ground level. This is my GCPD. I really like the roof. I feel like it adds like I don't know something to it. Adds like this feeling of decrepitness because like it's so high up. They don't clean it. They don't care. It's Gotham. It's muddy. It's dark. No one really cares about Gotham. Not even Gothamites. And the only one who really cares is Batman and Jim and the Bat family. But these desks are all just like little grunts of the workforce for the Gotham City Police Department. There's not a lot of desks in here because I really wanted to show off the GCPD insignia on the floor, which I think looks really cool. Over here is the general holding. I mean, it's just general holding. It has two little seats for criminals to sit. So if you're being held here, you can like look out, see the city that you wronged, and then you'll be taken to. Okay, I don't even know how that happened. You'll be taken to the interrogation room, which is all the way over here, which I really like. It's not the best interrogation room for my next GCPD, which will be on the next island. I want it to like completely look different. I kind of want it to look like the one from the not Arkham, the Dark Knight movies, which I really like when Batman like slams his head and then Joker's like, never start with a head. That was a terrible impression. But if we go up here, we can see a specific office for a specific person. This could be like maybe it's Jim's office when he gets a promotion, but over here is Jim and Harvey's desks from when they were grunts before they got promoted, and Jim left Harvey to be commissioner or captain and all of that. If we look at these two different windows, this one shows you Wayne Manor, which I feel like is a good view because it shows the elite of Gotham, and that's really who the GCPD protected before Batman stepped in. The elites. They didn't care about the little man. They didn't care about anyone else. It just shows the elites. And then over here shows you actually a really cool image of the Empire State Building, or in this connotation, I think it's gonna be a stag building. I'm not sure. I haven't really decided what to do with it, but I do have it built out. And this other little garden zen area. But I got this whole design, or like the inspiration for the design, from the Gotham TV show, which has like multiple levels, and the commissioner's office is like there, or the captain's office is up there. I don't know. Right here's Police Captain Loeb's office from nothing. This is really just from my own mind. I should add more like details back here, but I haven't really touched this since I've been working on the rest of Gotham. But I do like Commissioner Loeb and Captain Loeb as a character because I think he looks like it's so cool for the world building fact that there was a commissioner that was crooked before Jim became the next commissioner, and I just think it's really nice to see. This is supposed to be a previous captain, but it doesn't really come off as that. It comes off as like Captain Loeb cut people's heads off and just put them there. I can't really make a gold head or like a bust of a head, so this is all I really got. If you have an idea of how to do a bust, maybe you could leave it in the comments, because I have no idea how I would even remotely do that. But this is Captain Loeb's office. I think it's really nice. It's not the most designed, but it doesn't really need to, or need to be. Down here is the stairs to the evidence lockup, the metahuman cells, and parking. Now, when you walk down here, the first thing I believe your eyes will gravitate to is the Batmobile. Now, this is the Batmobile from Arkham Knight. I got this design from Microman. He's a wonderful YouTuber who I also got the design for Wayne Manor from. But that's beside the point. I love Wayne. I love that Wayne Manor. I love those movies, the Dark Knight trilogy movies. They're so wonderful. They're my favorite. Uh, Not my favorite Batman movies. I wouldn't call them my favorite, but because I think my favorite of all time has to be Batman 1989. I don't know. I think there's just a wonder. I think 89, sure, he kills, but I think it's just Batman. The theme, the emblem, the voices, all of that for live action Batman. For a animated Batman, it is for sure Kevin Conroy. God rest his soul. A wonderful actor, a wonderful person, and I love all of his stuff. Sorry, I went off on a little tangent there, but this is the Arkham Knight Batmobile that I got from Microman. I really like the design. I think it fits because I want all of the area to feel lived in, like stuff's going on. All of these police cars are a design I saw on Instagram that I took inspiration from. I really like it. Sure, I changed the colors because I mean, all of the stuff has to be color coded in my mind. All of these are the exact same. I'm thinking about adding detectives cars down here, maybe add a little bit more detail. But oh, sorry, I have to. No, never mind. I almost had to sneeze. And here is the evidence lockup. Now, this is really interesting to me because I want to have three different Gotham City police departments, and I want there to be different evidence at each of them. Like, they don't cross transport evidence. They don't care. They're there to take what they want, do what they need to do, and get out of there. So in this one, we have a couple things that aren't really significant, but are kind of significant. So we're gonna start with the outside and work our way in. We have Ra's al Ghul's sword. I think it's really cool. Most people don't know who Ra's al Ghul is in Gotham. They don't care. They just see ninjas running around the rooftop. They're like, oh, Batman and his family's at it again or something. But to people who know, they know Ra's al Ghul's a master assassin, lived thousands of years, Terrifying guy. The next one we have is the Arkham Knight's helmet. This is from the aptly named Arkham Knight game, which I mean, I don't know why they hid that it was Jason in that game. Everyone kind of knew, everyone kind of guessed, but that's beside the point. This is the Arkham Knight's helmet. I really like it. I feel like it looks a lot like it. I feel like if I added an enchantment to it, it would gloss and glow like it's electronic screen and not just a diamond helmet on an armor stand. This is Professor Pig's helmet, one of the scary or masks, one of the scariest freaking bad guys ever. Like I am terrified of Professor Pig. If there's something real like Professor Pig in real life, I would never leave my house because he mutilates you and turns you into a Dollatron that does whatever he wants. It's just terrifying to me. Body horror is terrifying to me, and Professor Pig is aptly terrifying. Catwoman's whip. I just like how it looks. I feel like it's like, oh, Catwoman's had a lot of whips over time. She's been arrested a lot since a Blackgate, since um, all the other Supermaxes in the world broken out, got out, went on parole. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of whips around. King Tut's sundial. This is a relic or like a little nod to Batman when he was a lot less dark and when he did a lot different things. So this is King Tut. He's a I can't even remember. Hold on. He is a Golden Age villain who was campy. He believed he was King Tut reincarnated when he really wasn't. It's just all an act. I think he got hit on the head or something. I don't know. And finally, on the outside is Riddler's trophy. This is the bane of every Arkham player's existence. 243 in Arkham Knight is crazy. That is so much. That's not even as much as Arkham City, but still, 243 in Arkham Knight is insane. If you're like me, you want 120% the game and then 240% the game, that is crazy. That's 486 trophy. 400? I am dumb. Yep, no, 400. I'm right. My math was right. Quick maths, gang. Quick maths. Sorry about that. But that's just crazy. That's a crazy amount of Riddler trophies you have to get to 100% the game. But I use the um, Minecraft Education Edition, like unknown element thing to create the Riddler trophy. I feel like it looks a lot like a Riddler trophy. There's nothing really in the game that looks like a Riddler trophy, like a Riddler cane or anything like that. So I feel like this is the best I can do. And then these inner four are Great White Shark's tooth. This could have been taken from a battle with a Great White Shark. Alice in Wonderland. This is the Mad Hatter's book. That's Alice in Wonderland when he's trying to find an Alice. This is Prometheus's grapple gun, which is like the anti-Batman. And this is the freeze gun or the cold gun, whichever one you want to call it. I feel like this is an older version of the cold gun, since Mr. Freeze has been at it for so long. I feel like this is like his old version before he got really good at making it. Now, if we go and take a right, we'll find an elevator. This elevator takes us down to the metahuman cells, or like the enhanced person cells. And as we come down here, we see two cells, which are the exact same, and they're both for bigger villains, like Killer Croc and Clayface, which I think both of these need to appear in live action at some point. I know Killer Croc already appeared in live action in the I don't know if I can say that, in the Unalive Squad movie from 2016, and the Clayface has never appeared in live action, but I think they both need live action appearances because I think they could be like mass favorites. Because Killer Croc's story is so sad. He just wanted to be loved, but no one loved him because of his appearance, and I feel like that could touch home with a lot of different things. And Basil Carlo just wanted to be an actor. He wanted fame. He wanted glory, and I feel like that could play so well with different parts of the masses. And then down here are like a run through of different villains. You got Scarecrow, Bane, Mr. Freeze, the Riddler, Mad Hatter, Catwoman, the Penguin, Two-Face, the Joker, and Harley Quinn. Now, all of these are either on or off because they're not in the cells or they're not supposed to be in the cells. This is the Joker. He's not in the cell. He always finds a way to break out. And this is the Penguin who just pays off the guards or pays off the police officers to get them out. And then this just adds an ambient effect that's like, oh, yeah, we're in a decrepit part of Gotham. Because this whole island that I'm working on is the kind of, I don't know how to call it. This is the first island of three that I want to do. And I'm going to show you the island real quick. Or not the island, but a map version of it in my Gotham City planning area. Because I really want to show off how much work I put in. Because, I mean, I have like 3,000 hours in Minecraft. And that's not like just this world's fault, but it's a good amount of it. Oh, that's not facing the wrong way. All right. So this is my Gotham so far. All of these buildings kind of have an inside. Some of them don't. Some of them do. And I'm really happy about the city so far. The plan is to have three islands. This is Falcone Island. It's an older, more run-down, ruined version of Gotham. And then on my or my second island, it's going to be Wayne Island. It's going to be newer. It's going to be more pristine. It's going to be with a Wayne enrichment project. It's going to have a lot. And then on this island over here, it's going to be the Cobblepot Island. It's going to be a mix of the two. It's going to be very, very different. I might change this one to the Maroni Island so it has like the three big families of Gotham: Falcone, Wayne, and Maroni. Is it Falcone or Falcone? Because I've heard it pronounced a lot of different ways. But I'm gonna go with Falcone because that's how I like to pronounce it. Sounds more gangster, sounds more mobster. But that's all for today, folks. I want to thank you for tuning in. I want to thank you for all the love and support. I want to shout out somebody really quickly because, I mean, they're they're so supportive. Super Fast Flash commented tonight or when I was working on this video that he needs to see Gotham, and I just want to say thank you for the support. It's awesome. If you want to see any part of Gotham, let me know. If you have any suggestions, let me know. I love to take suggestions. I always write them down or jot them down in my little notepad on my phone. Up here, I want to show you this really quickly, is a teaser to the Justice League, which I have a watchtower. If you want to see that, let me know. That could be the next video, or that could wait until I get done with this first island of Gotham and showcase all the big important buildings. But thank you for tuning in. Have a wonderful day. Be good people. That's all.